Uh-oh. Gotta go!
Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and welcome to the Ninetales only playthrough. And yes, before you say it, I know you clicked the video and you see the title, but believe you me, Ninetales isn't as easy as you think in Gen 1. Ninetales does come in strong with 73 HP, 76 attack, 75 defense, and a Gen 1 100 special, and 100 speed. And that's where the good things end on Ninetales. Ninetales doesn't get a stab fire type move until Blaine. That's not Ember. Remember, Flamethrower wasn't a TM until Gen 3, so we're going to have a very interesting moveset for Ninetales throughout the game. Well now, without further ado, let's get into the rules of the game, huh? If you've watched any PokeTubers in the past, you know the rules. Ninetales only in battle, no items in battle allowed. I'm allowed HM slaves, and the only glitch I'm allowed to use is the batch boost glitch. Thanks, J-Rose. So, without further ado, let's get into this video, shall we? Starting off, I was having a whole lot of troubles having Ninetales replace Charmander. So after a while, I said screw it, I'm going to go up, get Oak's Parcel, and then I'll use some Game Shark codes to get a Master Ball, change the Wild modifier to Ninetales, and that's all because I refuse to get any better at using technology. And trust me, what you're seeing now is a whole lot better than the Ninetales that I replaced Charmander with, because I don't want a Ninetales that can use Fly. Finally, after all that hassle, we caught our Ninetales that we needed. And of course, we're gonna nickname it Ship Out. I hope everyone watching this video gets that reference. Well, they should. It was the character I chose on the title screen. And let's take a quick look at the stats. 9 attack, 10 defense, 11 special, and 11 speed. Seems pretty par for the course. Now, what I'm about to do, some people might have trouble watching. But instead of keeping him as an HM slave, I decided to deposit Charmander and then, well, release him. Let him go back to the wild. Goodbye, Charmander. After releasing Charmander, we went through Viridian Forest and leveled up a good bit. Our Ninetales was only 3, we got it up to level 8 for the rival fight. And yes, we named our rival Keith. But yeah, I think the rival fight was going pretty good until I got hit with 2 sand attacks. You know, a little bit of an irritating move. Why don't you comment down below how you feel about it? And, well, how do you feel about Gen 2 getting an attacking sand attack? You know, mud slap? Yeah. The second video I'm working on, well, there's a lot of hatred for that move in there. And a lot of hatred for Faulkner. But, I do gotta say, this match would have been a wash. You know, if the rival had a water type move. You get it? A wash. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, well. Goodbye, Keith. See you again on our way to Misty's gym, I believe. Skipping forward to Brock, I went through Viridian Forest and I fought every bug trainer, every Metapod, and every Kakuna, and even the trainer in his gym to get to this point. I got to level 10 and I thought that was more than enough, but I was a little bit scared because I've seen J-Rose, Madrybread, and Scott Thoughts have issues on Brock, especially his Onyx. But this shows that it's been a while since I played Pokemon, especially Gen 1, because I had a pretty easy go of it. I mean, going up one level after defeating the Geodude. Then, in the fight with the Onix, I did get a little scared when I seen how little damage I did do to the Onix with an Ember. But then I seen how little damage he was doing to me. And I'm not gonna lie, I did get kinda low on health in this fight. But it wasn't anything that Ninetales couldn't handle. And with a few bad move choices and a little bit of luck, I managed to get the badge off of Brock. And now we get to have our fun way out towards Misty, the next hard to fight. Now with our sights set on Mount Moon, or as everybody else knows it, Zubat Hell, we rush through and we fight almost every trainer because we're going to need every ounce of experience we can for Misty. Except for that one trainer that you've seen at the beginning of this clip. We'll be back for her. She's actually very important. Now back at Mount Moon, we're going to pick up the Helix fossil. Well, we would if we were a follower, but here we pick Kabutops, the true god of death. Thanks, Scott Thoughts. All joking aside, on to the next rival fight. And all I gotta say is Keith is a merciful man. Not once does his Pidgeotto use Sand Attack on me, which could have made this fight go way south. After a few embers, well, that bird's cooked. Next is Abra. And I don't know why I chose Ember to attack with. I should have just stuck with Quick Attack. But either way, free experience is free experience. Rattata, probably the second most threatening creature on his team. And luckily enough, I got a burn, so I didn't have to waste another turn on that thing. But oh my, I forgot how bad Hyper Fang hurt in Gen 1. On the Squirtle. If that's all the damage I do with a crit, I'm a little worried actually. But I still keep using Quick Attack even though there's a chance at burn. Looking back, I made some questionable choices on this run, period. But thanks to Ninetales having a great special, we managed to get through this fight pretty easy. We're going to go heal up, and then we're going to tackle the bridge. Here's where a mixture of my stupidity and my impatience kicks in. Instead of going back to the Pokemon Center to heal, I choose that I'm going to teach Bide over Quick Attack. Well, that didn't happen. I switched over Ember for Bide. And right now you're watching the embarrassing first loss of Ninetales against a level 13 Oddish. I zoomed it up at 5 times speed so you wouldn't have to go through the agonizing pain that I did. So yeah, now I don't have a stab move until Blaine, period. But luckily enough, that Team Rocket Grunt that stole Dig, let's just say Dig has become a major crutch in this run. So much that I don't know what to do whenever I can't use a Dig against an opponent. And that follows all the way to the Elite Four that you'll see. But let's get into Misty. Staryu, well, Staryu's an easy one-shot with Dig, because Dig is awesome in Gen 1. Actually, you know what? Dig's awesome in general. Even in the Gen 2 playthrough that I played, Dig is amazing. Just love Dig on Ninetales. But that X defense actually matters in this fight. Because, yeah, Dig's not as good anymore. And after this first attempt, it becomes brutally clear that I need to go train up some more. So I go to the SSN, get some levels, and go to fight the rival. And just like everybody else, even I, after not playing Gen 1 for a while, feel that this fight is ridiculously easy. Especially since they give you access to such a good move like Body Slam on the SSN. I didn't even fight all the trainers on the SSN, and level 26 seemed to be more than enough for the rival here. Eradicate easy, Pidgeotto easy. You already know Cadaver's going down to Body Slam. But just because I love Dig, I want to hit it with Dig. Yeah, that crit mattered. I bet it did. Now on to Wartortle. Could be problematic, but Ninetales is apparently a crit machine and that lucky paralysis. But I got crit back with a bubble. And that's the rival fight. Pretty easy if you ask me. See you later, Keith. Maybe next time, buddy. Now looking back from the editing process, since this is going to be a really long video, we're going to hit Rival, Misty, Erica, and Rival back to back. With a lucky crit, this is an easy fight against Starmie. Dig, Body Slam, Misty done. Now with an embarrassing attempt at Rock Tunnel without Flash after so many years that I refuse to show and I will not show, we're going to move right into the Erica fight. And yeah, without a Stab Fire move, this would be difficult if Dig wasn't so amazing. I mean, yeah, it's not half health and I get poison powdered, but Dig's just so incredible. And it is kind of embarrassing to have a Tangela not be one-shot by Ninetales, but I think Body Slam and that lucky 30% paralysis is more than enough to handle Tangela. And here's Vileplume. Dig. Dig. Done. Yeah, I'm not sure that crit mattered. Now we're on to the rival fight. Again. We're at level 33 now, so I imagine this is just going to be as easy as every other fight. And like I said, is Ninetales a crit machine or what? So we don't even got to worry about Sand Attack. I don't even bother using Dig against Growlithe. It's not necessary. Yet, anyways. Now on to Execute. I'm not gonna lie. This thing could annoy me without a Stab Fire move. But once we get a Stab Fire move, it's not gonna be a big hassle. And there goes Execute. Uh-oh, Kadabra. Whatever will I do with 2 strong physical moves and 13 extra levels? On to Wartortle. Body Slam, crit, paralysis. Yeah, I don't think that paralysis is 30%. I almost get it every single time I hit with it. And just like that, I win again, Keith. Now after completing Pokemon Tower, we save Mr. Fuji. And here's a little bit of an embarrassing tidbit about me. When I was a kid, I forgot to talk to Mr. Fuji after saving him, so I never got the Pokeflute. And I could not figure out for the life of me how to wake up those Snorlaxes. I tried Awaken, I tried Cut, I tried Dig, nothing worked. But enough embarrassing stories, on to the Rival 5 fight. By the way, thanks J-Rose. Well, on top of it taking me about 10 times, sometimes losing to Execute, Alakazam once, but obviously mostly Blastoise, the footage got a little corrupt. So after this Giovanni fight, I'm going to show you a losing fight, and just to show you how quickly it can go downhill. And just like that, it was over. But I got past him and on to the super nail-biting Giovanni fight. If you couldn't tell, that was sarcasm. With Dig, this makes it an easy fight. And this isn't Gen 2, to where Kangaskhan's actually kind of scary. Kangaskhan's, other than being immune to getting paralyzed by Body Slam, it still doesn't stop it from doing a lot of damage. This isn't Gen 3, so Giovanni isn't exactly scary. I did learn to get a new respect for Giovanni since I played through Fire Red last night on stream. Also, shameless plug, I stream games, not just Pokemon, also Dark Souls. I'm hoping to stream Borderlands soon, and Apex on Twitch, The Gaju Show. Spell it Gaju. Anyways, after that sad little self-promotion, here's Nidoqueen, who's gonna go down just as easy as the rest of his Pokemon team. And there we go again. Ninetales has to be a crit machine. I think that's gotta be like my 50th crit this game, even though I love Dig. At this point, I'm rushing down to Blaine's to get the TM for Fire Blast. And if you're wondering, where's Koga? Where's Surge? Well, some people forget Erica. I forget those two until I need to use Strength or Surf. And I'm level 45 with Dig, so they got obliterated. Now, after going through the Pokemon Mansion, I fought every trainer in Blaine's gym for some much needed experience so I can fight Blaine. And here's how it went. I was so confident, I didn't even heal up and restore PP. As long as I got some moves on Dig, we're good, because Dig, OP. Just like Ninetales being the best Pokemon. Ponyta Growlithe, real easy to defeat. Uh-oh, Rapidash, what are you gonna do? Gotta love that retroactive super potion. Blaine's just a cheater. Uh-oh, Arcanine, what am I gonna do? 2 digs left. And looking back, this could have been a problem. Very much could have been. Uh-oh. And that's still just enough damage to take out Arcanine. Gotta love that 100 base power Dig Gen 1. Finally, we got the TM for Fire Blast. It only took half the game to obtain it, and this run would be a lot easier if Ninetales could learn Flamethrower. Or if I could keep Ember and not trade Bind for it like an idiot. But we're at Sabrina's gym now. I'm level 50. Now have access to Fire Blast, Body Slam, and I've had Dig. This is gonna go as easy as you think it would with a half decent attack stat. One shot Kadabra, 2 shot Mr. Mime, would have been one shot with Dig. Should have used Dig, but I was worried about Barrier. Venomoth would be an issue, or a 2-shot, if not for Fire Blast. And you have no idea how good that feels to have a Fire Stab move again. Now, moving on to her ace, Alakazam, which for some odd reason, I always remembered him being like level 53. But apparently in this game, he's 43. Maybe it's just my bad memory again. And goodbye, Alakazam. Oh wow, you survived? Recover? You survived a Dig. You know what? Good on you, Alakazam. I didn't know you had it in you. Okay, and with that badge, here comes the boss rush. And first up is Giovanni's, so I mean, is there really anything to talk about? This is at 4 times speed. A mixture of Dig, Body Slam, and Fire Blast. Just decimates him, just like anybody would expect. Giovanni is a joke in Gen 1. But you know who isn't a joke? The pre-Elite Four rival. After a few attempts, it became painfully obvious that I wasn't going to beat him, especially at my current level of 53 with the moveset I have. So I sat there thinking, what can I do? And then it came to me. Mimic's a great move for taking advantage of the badge boost glitch, especially against a rival. Thanks again, J-Rose, you've helped a lot throughout this entire run. So quickly, I replaced Quick Attack with Mimic and attempt the rival fight again. Now this wasn't a first time attempt. We need a couple things to happen here. First, we need to mimic agility off the Pidgeot. Then I need to take out the Pidgeot and not set up on it, because with my current experience points, I'm going to level up right after beating it. Then, next turn, we need to defeat Rhyhorn without taking too much damage, preferably in one shot, but it's a range, so we don't always get that, just like in this attempt we didn't. But luckily enough, we got Fury Attack, a pretty weak move. But once he sends out Growlithe, we can start doing our setup of agilities. Obviously, we're going to take advantage of the badge boost glitch where we can, because we definitely need it, especially at this low of a level. We get all 3 of our badge boosts in, and Growlithe, well, he's kind enough to give us our 4th. Yeah, we do have lower defense, so we gotta possibly watch out for that. But this guarantees that Dig's going to be a one-shot. Next is going to be Execute. And we didn't really need the badge boost to actually be able to handle him. He should be a one-shot with Fire Blast, so let's go do that now. And misclick. Hey, paralysis. Hopefully we won't get punished. Wonderful. Now we're poisoned. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us in the butt. Up next is Alakazam. And with all our badge boosts, Body Slam should be a one-shot. And it is. I'm sure it would have been a one-shot even with a crit, so we don't have to worry about that. But now the real problem. Blastoise. We start off with a Body Slam. Luckily got a crit. Got hurt by poison. He goes through withdrawal. Now we go for Dig. As long as we don't hit a crit, we should do pretty well. And, well, that's a lot less damage than I thought it was going to be. But not too much to worry about. Body Slam? What kind of choices am I making? Well, at least we got a paralysis. Ooh, we needed that to miss. And with that, we got the win with Body Slam. We're on our way to the Elite Four. I buy full restores and deposit all the Pokemon not needed for the Elite Four. Now first up is Lorelei. Well, she's relatively easy when we get rid of Dugong and Cloyster. I mean, the fights can be problematic, but thankfully, a lot of the time Dugong either uses Growl to badge boost us, Rest, Lorelei uses a Super Potion on it, but luckily we got the paralysis, so we didn't have to worry about Rest, and we knock it out with Body Slam. Next up is Cloyster. We Fire Blast that because Cloyster has horrible special in this gen. So it doesn't matter if it's not very effective. And now we get the Slowbro. And once we're at Slowbro, we use Mimic, Copy Amnesia. Now we do get an unlucky crit from a Slowbro with Water Gun, but this should be the last time that we actually have to worry about any water-based attacks doing anything to us with our newfound Amnesia. That's 2. And here comes 3. Now, even if we do level up, because I didn't do a lot of experience testing, we should be good because Fire Blast is times 6 in power. So, they're not very effective. I don't think that's going to be a problem. And here comes Jinx. This should definitely be a one-shot. And just as I thought, it is. Up next is Lapras, her ace, who could possibly give us issues. And starting out, that's a possibility, but thankfully they missed her Hydro Pump as well. Here comes Fire Blast, and there we go. Ignore that it's not very effective in Gen 1, that would be neutral damage, but the game doesn't know how to handle that. Now with one of the most scariest Elite Four members down, we come up to arguably one of the easiest Elite Four members to handle. And that there would be Bruno. Believe it or not, this is the first time it was kind of close. I mean, I didn't heal, and I didn't make the best choices in this battle, but you know, Bruno's got to take his wins wherever they come, because he's kind of ragged on by everybody in the Poke community, especially in Gen 1 runs. This is one of the interesting moves I chose. I chose to use Mimic, and I believe I took Ice Punch here. I did take quite a while to choose, and yes, I did learn Ice Punch. I wanted to have a little bit of fun with this. I was kind of hoping that he had Fire Punch that I could mimic, but what can you do? Dig. Not even close. Thankfully, Counter only counters fighting in normal types in Gen 1, which is extremely lucky for us because that could have dealt a lot of damage to our Ninetales. Next up, Hitmonlee, Body Slam, Mega Kick that misses, and then, whoa, the 1 in 256 glitch, wonderful, my favorite. And woohoo, crit could have took us out there. Luckily we don't miss again, we take out Hitmonlee. Next up, Onyx. And I decided to be a little fun with Bruno and use that mimicked Ice Punch. Luckily, it was enough to kill it. I mean, yeah, it's 4 times effective, but still, it's still a worry of mine. And Fire Blast, well, it didn't take Machamp out, and Bruno wastes his turn with the next defend, which he could have used to take us out. And that's the Bruno fight. Imagine that. Bruno, you lost that one yourself. Now on to Agatha, who could genuinely be a problem if it weren't for Dig. Now, obviously other than Golbat, Dig pretty much handles everything else. So there's not much to talk about here. I mean, Gengar, one shot. I argue if you use a Pokemon that can use Dig in Gen 1, teach it just for Agatha. It makes her entire fight a joke. I mean, the only thing you have to worry about is Golbat, and if you choose Fire Blast instead of Body Slam, you would definitely do better than I do, but I get punished for my bad move choice. Hit myself. Hit myself. Now I finally get through. Still don't take it out. Super Potion. Oh, thank God that failed, because this was becoming a long, tedious fight. Next up, Haunter. Can you guess what we're going to use? I bet you'll never guess. Yeah, you got it right, Dig. Bye, Haunter. One of my old favorite Pokemon back in the day. Now, Arbok. Can we guess what we're going to use? If it started with a D, you're right. Dig. Ah, wonderful. Uh-oh. What are we gonna do for the last Gengar? After a lot of thought and consideration, I think I'll go with Dig. Okay, now I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record here, but Dig is amazing. Now, truthfully, knowing Lance was probably going to be the hardest fight for me, I used the rest of my rare candies, and I got to him. And I wanted so badly to attempt this the J-Rose method, but Lance was just way too painful. The Gyarados would do so much damage that I couldn't do anything without some luck. And I'm not kidding, it was most likely 30 attempts. And I'm not even kidding when I say even at level 66, Gyarados could one-shot me with a crit from Hydro Pump. Even in my successful attempt, you're gonna see in this battle how ridiculously lucky I had to get at level 66 to get past Lance. I needed a lot of things to line up. I needed to get crits, I needed to be able to copy agility, and it was just one lucky thing after another. I mean, I need Dig to crit the Dragonairs, because there's no point in wasting other moves. I did for Body Slam for this one, but I really shouldn't have done that, because I am running low on moves. Luckily I put Aerodactyl in healing range, so it uses a Hyper Potion, and that gets me lucky enough to do another Fire Blast. And it's still a range, it's not enough to kill it. I get confused. I go for Body Slam. Luckily I don't hit myself in confusion. Then he sends out Dragonite, which absolutely terrifies me. Luckily confusion wears off. I hit it with Fire Blast. I also get lucky enough to get the burn. He puts up a barrier, and I knew I got it this turn. As long as Fire Blast hit, which it did, knocks out Dragonite, and I absolutely took that victory. We're on to the final fight with Keith, and it was interesting. You know what? I'll let the fight speak for itself. Here you go. sadly one level away from being nice. And some risky stretch from Executor, you know, with the hypnosis and the special drop from Alakazam. That was a picture perfect fight in my opinion. And I have to say that crit definitely mattered. And we did need to mimic recover, just to make sure that we had more than enough health going into the final fight. But with all that said and done, I'm pretty happy with the run. And thank you for joining me. And I do want to apologize in advance. This is the first time I have ever edited a video. So if some things are too loud, too quiet, I'm missing something, please feel free to comment and tell me what I can do to improve it. And Gen 2 and Gen 3 Ninetales runs will be coming as soon as I can get to editing them. Hopefully I can get faster at this. And like I said, my Twitch channel is The Gaju Show, spelled the same way, and I do stream on there Monday through Friday. I attempt to get there at 7 o'clock every day in the evening. Again, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let me know if this is something more you want to see, because I do enjoy playing Pokemon with my Ninetales. But if there's something else you want to see, please let me know. And in Pokemon fashion, we can't just let that Master Ball just sit there. Some people like to waste it on Pidgeys, some people like to waste it on Geodudes. Me personally, well, there's one annoying Pokemon out there, and I think we all know what it is. But that would be too easy. We're not going to waste it on a Zubat. Remember that last trainer I told you we'd come back to later? Yeah, we're here. And what's more annoying than wasting a perfectly good Master Ball on a Zubat, Pidgey, Rattata, Geodude? Wasting it on a trainer's Pokemon. If that triggered one person out there, it was all worth it. And again, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching my video. And I do hope you come back for the next one. And I hope you have a 9 out of 10 day.